So hi, welcome back to Dina Cruising Through Life. I hope you're having an amazing day. So I haven't done this for a little while. It's been kind of crazy. I had back-to-back conferences in January, February, and then, not really back-to-back, but you know, one month, you get it. And then before that conference in February, I booked a 4-day cruise. Who would have thunk, right? So it was great. But some people ask me, gosh, why would you go on a short cruise? That's just like, you know, you get on and then you're kicked off in like a few days. Yeah. So I can see some of the negatives and see some of the positives for short cruises, and that's what we're going to talk about today. All right, I like to start with the negatives for a short cruise. And I hadn't been on a short cruise for several years, and so I was kind of looking at this 4-day cruise that I just did last month, like, wow, couple things have changed. So first of all, on the ship, it had gone through a 2.0 upgrade since I had been on the ship, and so I did notice that. So that it had now Geisbergers and blue iguana and something else, I don't know. And the slides were a little better and stuff like that. But what I did notice is that looking at other short cruises is that I got a really good deal, and some of the short cruises can be very pricey. So when I think about a cruise, I break it down per night. And so per night, I'm like, wow, some of these that I'm looking at in other areas, and some of them actually in the summer that go out of Long Beach, are actually 2 to almost 3 times more than what I can get during off season. And so I find that very interesting. So it's all about timing, but some of them can be very pricey. Well, that's a negative based on the time of year that you go. Another thing is that, of course, you feel like as soon as you get on and you get settled and you get the groove of the ship and you're moving and you're getting in, meeting people, they kick you off. You're done. So that's one of the negatives. You know, you feel like you're just getting acclimated and then you're done. The cruise is over. Another thing I noticed is that on formal night, when we had the cruise, we went on a 3-day cruise years ago, and we actually, it was interesting because we actually had the option of having the lobster on formal night, and on formal night this time, they didn't give us that option of having, you had to pay for it still. So I felt like maybe some of the perks were gone. I don't know if that's on every short cruise, but that's what I experienced on ours. So I'm thinking maybe some of the perks are gone here and there. I also noticed that some of the standard shows, now we were on Carnival, and I don't know if it's like this on other cruise lines, on short cruises, but it also is that, you know, where I missed the lip sync battle. I actually did miss that. So, but they had other shows that were still like the same, the Love and Marriage Show, Quest, stuff like that. And those are all fun. But I kind of did miss a couple of the standardized shows that are on the longer cruises. So I did miss that. I also, as soon as I started meeting people, I was like, you couldn't really plan to like go and like talk with them later. So we met all these great people, and we couldn't decide like, hey, you want to get together later, have dinner together and stuff, like at a big table and stuff. We met a lot of other just like couples and solo people, and we weren't able to really engage with them later because by that time, it was the night before we were getting off the ship that we were like, our quest group, we just gathered people up, and I think there was 20 of us, and we were done like telling people to join us. And so we were like, oh, that would have been nice to like hang out with them the next night, like have dinner or something. It would have been kind of fun because they were all great people, but couldn't do that. So those are some of the things. Some of the positives, got a little itch. Some of the positives is you can get a great deal during off season. We got ours, and I think I paid per night with gratuities like $70 a night, maybe. It's totally cheap. I mean, where can you find that deal? You get the food, you get your hotel, you get your room, you get your, your shows, and we went to 2 ports. So, I mean, I was like, that's pretty good, $70. So if you're on a budget, maybe if you get 1 or 2 ports, that may actually fit in your budget, because sometimes excursions can be rather pricey. And so if you're paying $70 to $200 for a really good excursion in a port, then, this may be your option, because then you're only going to 1 or 2 ports, and it gives you a sense of what that place is or whatever. We actually did ours on our own, and we just got off, got the little shuttle. I think the shuttle was like round trip $8. And then from there, they talked to us about doing I think it was $25 to go up to La Bufadora. I'll link them below. And anyway, that was a really cool place. It was beautiful that day. It was absolutely gorgeous. I've gone twice to Ensenada in February, and every single time it's beautiful. A short cruise is good for a first-time cruiser. It gives them a sense of what a ship is like. It gives them a sense of what cruising is like. It gives them a sense of what that cruise line is like. So it's really good if you try another cruise line in a short period of time. Like say I wanted to try Princess or Royal or P&O or something. And I don't know if all of those have short cruises, which I'm assuming they do. Then you can easily pick one of those and say, I'll go 3 or 4 days and see if that is a cruise line that I would want to try other ships with. Things like that. That's always a good way to go, especially for new cruisers or first-time cruisers or just testing the waters. It's also good because if you have 7 days or 8 days off or whatever, then you can always select maybe a home port that you also want to visit. So I know a lot of people like to go to Disney World, so they go out of Orlando and maybe go on a 3 or 4 day Bahamas and then include Disney World in that, or Universal Hollywood or Universal Florida or whatever you call it. And then, or same thing out of Long Beach. They'd want to come to California and visit some things and then do a little short cruise, and it gives them a sense of what that cruise is like, but also some California days in there. And so things like that. I mean, there's all kinds of options there, so I think it's good. So if you want to incorporate seeing that state or whatever. Short cruises for me are great to just chill and relax. Oh my gosh. Just to relax. I think it's good just to get on there and say, I just want a weekend away. I'm just going to get on and I'm just not going to really do anything. That destination isn't the important part. I just need time to chill, have some good food, go to a show if I want to or not, sit on the deck, like literally do nothing. And I think those are great for short cruises, especially if you just want a good, affordable getaway. Affordable in a time frame that you can go. We all need that. And so sometimes that's really important to do. And I think short cruises can do that if you don't have the funds for a longer vacation. So those are some of the things that I feel like your negatives and positives for short cruises. If you have any negatives and or positives, things about short cruises and what your take is on them, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for my upcoming adventures. Take care and have a great day.